Afternoon, Tanks fans. So we've got a triple treat of Leopard 1 games. First one is Progorovka. I am our team's medium. The enemy team have an STB-1. And obviously there's a shitload of artillery, as you see. So, you know, why the fuck would I want to sit still when they could just go, leopard. I would like to eat him alive. Anyway, as you can see, we've got a few assist ribbons. So I'm just trying to keep these tanks in the back corner spotted for my team, so that they can do the damage to them for me. Thanks very much, as I'm the one with the view range. And we just keep doubling around, doubling around, doubling around. Now this area here, if you can get into that bowl, well, it's honestly much better to go in that bowl if you got turret strength, which the Leopard has. No, you know, tier 3 light tank can pen this thing. So you know, okay, so we pick ourselves up a pen on the E4 and we run and gun, and we gun and run. So we've been spotted again, so we just keep traversing along, because arties having to turn their turrets left and right is much more difficult. So now we know that the greens have progressed past the middle, as you can see on the right hand side. It means that it's safe for me to vacate. There's no point in hanging around anymore. The spotting's done. They're doing it for themselves now. We know there's a T10 in the water over here. He's taken out by artillery before I even get lit, which is great. The enemy team's TDs that are camping have no idea they're about to get spotted from up here.
Focus attention here.
So obviously my team wants somebody to spot that area. And even if that person is near the tracks, on the tracks, or near a train, you're going to spot them through that. So Leopard 1 view range comes into its own. We only have to move a little bit further up. We use the bushes a little bit and we pick up our first spot, which is the one that we really wanted to find. The ultimate in scumbag tanks. So he gets double whapped. How the hell does that miss? I think it didn't. There we go. There is one that does. So the E4 then pens me. Well, you know, because reasons.
Ready to fire on target.
So we'll relocate to a different area and we'll go back and have another look. And this time we can make him pay for that.
Ready to fire on target. Ready to fire. Punched a hole in their armor.
So that's that. Leaves the artillery alone. It's the Frenchie. The fantastic mechanics of sliding down a rock to try and shoot a tank come into play. There we go. Oh, slide down the rock. Got a high X in. He's a one shot in the back of the skull with a high X round. And that's that. So that's the Progorovka one done and dusted. It's a Mastery 1. We get paid a lot of silver, thank you very much, even though we run Chocolato. So the assisted damage really helped me on that game. And now we go to Seviergorsk. Now, at the beginning of this, a lot of our heavies had decided that they were going the other way. Until they only noticed an Object 140 and myself making a beeline for this area, and a Waffle 9 camping just slightly behind me here, who were covering this side. So the PG boys, Nilafet and his mate all have moved in to cover. And so I moved up to here, which enables me to use gun depression, accuracy, lack of focus, because guess what? They're not looking at me, are they? They're looking at the tanks down below. And if they're not looking at the tanks down below, then they get shot by the tanks down below. So the old IS-7, this guy here fires, I don't know, 9 rounds, pens with 5 in the game. I think he hits me once, I think. But if you keep on just shuffling around, moving around, there we go, we covered him. We were our aiming time was able to snapshot him straight just like that, but then we were already aimed there anyway for a while. You're pretty close to being arty safe in this area. It depends whether the arty is located himself, obviously, to shoot north, but not many do. They generally leave this area to be covered by the tanks. Anyway, IS-7 now shoots the dirt. We don't pen that round, I have no idea where it went, and because it's an IS-7, we went with heat. Just to make sure that it went through the weaker area. So the Death Star comes up. Now what happens is, because the artillery has put a serious threat on that area where the Death Star is, he has got himself undetected and disappears. And he actually ends up going slightly down into the riverbed. So our artillery has taken that tank out. That IS-7 is a one hit. I'm not going to sit there waiting for that. I have noticed that there are tanks that are trying to sneak the middle. I've got enough health to go and at least brawl with something that's got a lot less health than me. Apart from that one, I didn't really need to be hit by that, thanks. But he's dead. Find us another target. He gets taken down. So we use the speed we have to get ourselves undetected and put ourselves in a position where we can be more useful spotting up into the circle. These two tanks here are one shots. I did actually hope to go and shoot at least one of those, but they get taken down.
We've got a lock. They found us.
So the 704 has suddenly become less of a problem, and he's taken out. So now we find another little ridge where we can just sort of keep ourselves in a safe area from the E4. And of course, I get to pet him.
Locked on. They're hit.
He comes back and he says, "Hey, look, leopard." Oh, I'll just shoot him.
Track's all fixed up.
Now you tell me where that shot went.
Target locked.
Because me, I can't work that one out. But goodbye, E4.
Enemy vehicle eliminated.
So the E75 that camped his base from the start gets shanked and made to pay for his mistakes.
Releasing target.
Yes, he's stock, but so what? You're not a sniper, you're a heavy tank. Get out there and do your job. Can't stand it. I never ever sat at the back when I was not upgraded. So that's a Mastery 2 in the old Leopard at Severe. Pick ourselves up a second place finish on that one. And then we go to the reduced view range map of Erlenberg. So, the enemy team rushed with a Waffenträger.
Track is
They also rushed with
dropping target.
a 57 heavy, who didn't actually get a round off before he was killed,
Ready to fire.
because I went over the top and spotted. And our Skoda and our other tanks back here destroyed them.
Target locked.
So unfortunately the Skoda's gone ham, which is a bit of a shame, because he was playing really well up until this point. But now we've got free reign and all of the assists will be mine,
Target locked.
and I know that I'm in a really good position enough to be able to look after this side now with help from artillery.
Locked and loaded.
We can move up a little bit because potato view range from Russian tanks.
Looks like that
We
one
get
was
ourselves a nice bit of damage on the T-54E1. He has no idea where I am. So view range and camo rating in the snow, as I showed in the back chat yesterday, is really key. And the longer you can live with view range, the more beneficial you will be to your team.
locked on.
So the EVE 100 goes ham. We pen and track him, and we pick up all the assist on that.
Ready to fire.
Now I don't want to go balls to the wall wasting any health when I don't have to. I can just trust my gun and my team to take out
Found us.
the T-54E1. The IS-7 makes a big mistake of coming out showing me his front track wheel. Thanks very much. I said attack. I'm a bit cheesed I didn't get Pascucci's medal, to be honest. I should have waited for the guy to shoot the T92 HMC, or whatever the fuck it's called these days. The third artillery anyway, because I get the first two. Nice round of high explosive straight in the side. Really peeved it didn't slow roll and didn't kill him.
We've got a lock. Scratch another bad guy.
Now we pick up the second artillery piece.
Target locked.
Another peeve that the explosive rounds low rolled.
Loaded and ready. Focus on this area. We've got
And I must say, if none of you own a Leopard 1, for God's sake, why not? Yes, you don't have any armour. Yes, you have a weak ammo rack. But what the hell? You're so fast. So ridiculously fast. And so accurate over long ranges. You are the ultimate in sniper medium. Now that is my spotted target there as well. And this is the shittiest bumper fire I've ever done in my life. Wanted to ram him, but hey, we'll take the spotted assist. And that is Erlenberg wrapped up. Top tank performance. Another almost 10k game and a mastery 1. So these are my Leopard games today. Thanks for watching.